Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have a Europa League playoff against Irish side Derry City. I think this tie is very, very winnable, and it could give us an opportunity to qualify for the main group stage of the Europa League. It would be a great achievement for this football club to qualify for that. And again, as I mentioned before, from a financial perspective, it would be outstanding. Um, Not too many changes from the previous match. We haven't had any league games in the meantime either. One thing we will do is Mullins, we want as a spare left winger, so he will start on the bench today. Hudlin under Ogwuru. Hudlin and Ogwuru will partner up front. Other than that, the squad is pretty much at full strength. We have managed to make a new signing. It has come in at right back. Unfortunately, the striker will not be coming in because of work permit issues. But Dante Casanova has come in. He can play holding midfield, but we've brought him in to be a right back and challenge for the position with Norton Cuffy. He's a very good signing, I think. And in terms of previous history, again, previously off Tottenham, and he has actually had some Premier League appearances, which is again fantastic experience, really, even though it has been few and far between. So we're very much solid now. Again, defensively, we've got enough players in. It's just finalising one or two positions. We do still need a striker, I think, but again, it's going to be subject to availability. So going into these games against Derry, I'm not going to push myself, push my luck a little bit, but I feel that we could very much be favourites for this. Um, we're away from home in the first leg. We know what we have to do. We've started to look a little bit better defensively, as was proven in the second leg against Zalgiris, but this is a big opportunity for us. Um, Celtic, I mean, they're in these qualifiers. There's some very good teams at this stage. So whatever happens, it will be very tough for us going forward if we do get through. Celtic, incidentally, is something I did see. They signed Eli Valle, who is a phenomenal striker on Football Manager. He is exceptional, and they will be a force to be reckoned with. Still 0-0 here. Half an hour gone. We finally get a highlight, and Hudlin just holding on to it and laying it out to Owen on that left-hand side. Can he get it into the penalty area? He can't, but he finds Marvin Taylor, who does, and Denoya managing to clear it very easily, and Richardson now picks it up and finds Duffy. Coming down this left-hand side, manages to find the pass to Patching and lays it back to the centre-back Grian, and they're knocking the ball about pretty comfortably. They have been the better side so far in this match, but we have managed to hold our own. It's our first game holding off against an Irish side as Richardson gets in, and it's a good effort, but it's gone wide. So we do get away with it there. But in terms of chance creation, we have been quite poor so far today. We're going to demand more because we have been a little bit lackluster so far today. We do need to pick it up if we're going to take anything into the second leg. Good tackle from Rod and Nione into Ogwuru. And Hudlin lofts it over the top, and again, Ogwuru couldn't quite beat foreign to it, but Owen does get there, and he's got a chance to play it into the penalty area. He lays it back to Marvin Taylor. It's off the underside of the crossbar and cleared away, and it's played back in by Poku, and he couldn't quite find another black shirt there. And Derry City do try and break, but luckily we do manage to sort it out. We have demanded a little bit more from the side, like I say. Derry City have had precisely twice as many chances um, than us so far. It's all very close and compact, but we've got every opportunity here um, of potentially taking a good result into this second leg. Um, we need to be better in front of goal, so we'll tell the lads that first and foremost. We've not really seen too many set pieces either. Poku's had a poor game as well. Again, he's really struggling to get into his rhythm, but he manages to do well and track back there and win possession, and he plays it in to Marvin Taylor. Lofts it over the top here for Owen. He's got support in the penalty if he can find it. He squares it, and he should have done it a little bit sooner. And I thought he was squaring it. He actually took a shot from that position, and he had Ogwuru and Hudlin there in support. He has to square that. So a very poor decision from his part. And Shushane under pressure, but Owen again doing really well to win possession. Ogwuru over the top, finding Hudlin. And Kwame Poku is in behind, and that's a lovely finish from Kwame Poku. I know I keep calling him. I know he he's frustrating me, a lot of the time, and I do tend to make him a bit of a scapegoat in the early part of this season. But that is a lovely finish from him, huddling with a nice pass through, and he was completely free, and it's a lovely finish. He got it onto his left foot and just slotted it past the goalkeeper, Ma. It's a very, very good finish, that, to be fair. Very composed, and hopefully more of that to come from him. But we've grown into the game, and we're actually now looking like the better side. Can we hold on to this or extend our lead? Poku into huddling again, coming just down this right-hand side. He's been forced wide, which is unfortunate because we need him in the penalty area, really. But he's managed to cross it. And Ogwuru is there, and he's hit the base of the post. And he's got to be scoring from that position. I mean, we are in a good position here. We're 1-0 up away from home. But we just need to get that second goal and put Derry City under a lot of pressure. O'Reilly looking for McMullen. Comes down this right-hand side. And Derry just looking to build on this now. McGrath cuts into the penalty area. And he smashed it over the bar. It's not a good finish from him at all. And Messam now with the throw-in. Ogwuru into Taylor. Into Neone. And now Ogwuru again. Good strike. And that's a phenomenal finish from Daniel Ogwuru. It's 2-0 here. And that is a very big goal from our point of view. If we can keep this at 2-0, going into the home leg, we will look very, very good, I think. Because, again, despite everything, even in the game against CSKA Sofia in the Champions League qualifier, we drew 3-3 with them away and lost at home. But we do know how strong we are at home. And I think it's something that could prove very important, especially at this stage. Ogwuru couldn't quite get past Subvale, and now Chuchain into Green, and now Duffy. We need to keep this 2-goal advantage if possible, but Richardson is in, and Richardson has put it in for Derry. And just when I was bigging up about the 2-goal advantage, they've gone on half the deficit. Richardson with the finish, and that puts us under a little bit of pressure. But regardless of the situation, we will definitely take a lead into the second leg. I've just noticed how many players are shattered, and that put that much concentration into the match itself. I wasn't paying attention to the fitness of everyone else. Elliot Walker is still struggling fitness-wise at the moment, so we're not going to do anything with him. Poku is going to come off for Jasper Moore. Kian Breckin and Heaps are going to come on. So we'll change the whole midfield. We need the energy in there, and we'll get Luke Grant on at right back as well, just again for a bit of fitness. And it'll just hopefully give us that extra bit of energy we need in these last 10 minutes. But Richardson is in behind again, and Richardson has scored again. And in the space of a minute, we've gone from 2-0 up to 2-2 potentially. Well, luckily from our point of view, it's been disallowed, but we just need to wake up here, and obviously getting the extra energy on in that midfield might help matters now. Grant here with the throw. He's just taking his time with it. Don't need to do anything spectacular. Finds Moore. Chance to get it into the penalty area. Grant into Breckin. And now Heaps back into Moore. And the shot took a huge deflection and fell for Ogwuru, and we've restored our 2-goal lead. It's end-to-end stuff here, but it's going in our favour. And in an away leg such as this could be a huge scoreline going into the second leg. It's a brilliant goal in the end, albeit scrappy, but Moore's strike took a massive deflection. And even Ogwuru's strike, the keeper got a heavy touch to it, but couldn't keep it out. It's 3-1. And hopefully we can just see the game out from here. It's a brilliant result. It really is a brilliant result if we can keep it as it is. Here is Ryan. Into Heaps, and now Mullins. Lovely turn of pace to get past his man. Switches the play brilliantly into Jasper Moore. And now Kian Breckin in space. And there is number 4. And all of a sudden, again, it's all happened in the last quarter of an hour or so. And despite Derry City pulling a goal back, we've pulled away from them. That energy in midfield's made a big difference. But what a pass from Mullins that was. And Jasper Moore with the pass into Breckin. Technically, it's 2 assists for him. I think it'll only count as 1 mine, but what a fantastic goal and what a fantastic opportunity we have here from a financial perspective as well. And just the general experience of getting into the Europa League. What a performance. 4-1 in the end. It's proved to be an excellent result. And going forward, obviously, we'll have the second leg coming up next. We've got a game against Glentoran first in the league. Obviously, we're 2 for 2 in the league at the moment. Hopefully, we can make it 3 from 3. And fingers crossed we can rest a few players in the meantime as well, because we are making a couple of signings. The player that we're looking at bringing in still potentially is Francis Okoronkwo. He can play left wing, but he's a decent striker. He's got really good physical attributes. He's an okay finisher, good determined character with a good work rate. He's hardly going to set the world alight, but if he or another striker does accept a contract, then obviously it just gives us that extra body in there. So bear with me, we'll get the Glentoran game out of the way and we'll come back for that second leg. Okay then guys, here we go for the second leg against Derry City. We're 4-1 up on aggregate. We just need to get the job finished. We are going to rotate a little bit. We won 5-1 against Glentoran in the league fixture, and we've had a little bit of an issue with some of the lads in the squad because they felt that we needed to strengthen on that left-hand side of midfield. So what we're going to do is Mullins is going to be the new backup striker along with Kyle Hudlin, and we've managed to bring in two young left wingers. We've had to do world scouting in order to find them, but we have managed to at least get a couple in. Ranulf van Vroonhoven has come in, very determined character, good technique, good dribbler of the ball, good crossing ability, good amount of pace to him as well. Hopefully, he will be a good signing. And Danny Rogg is the other one as well. A lot of pace with this lad. And again, good determination, decent technique, good crossing and dribbling ability. And he's a decent finisher also. Both of them have just signed 1 year contracts. Unfortunately, Van Vroonhoven is on nearly £1.5 grand a week. He's the highest paid player at the club, apart from Ogwaru. Um, and Rog came in on a decent wage. To be honest, it kind of matches up with everyone else, so we're not looking too bad. Squad balance is pretty much sorted now. If anything, we've got too many left wingers at the club now, but can't have too many. Obviously, if we are going to be going into a Europa League campaign, we will need everybody to contribute, and hopefully we can get the job finished today. Starting lineup is pretty much as standard, and fingers crossed we can get the job finished today. Like I say, at 4-1 up on aggregate, we're looking quite comfortable at the moment, but we need to just get the job finished. We don't have to go all out today to win the match. We did all of the hard work in the away leg, but it would be nice, of course, to continue our good start to the season again. Norton, Cuffy, and Rawdon already struggling fitness wise. Obviously, one of the big issues we have had throughout these qualifiers is once you've set the initial squad, you can only make one change to the squad each each time you go into the next round. So I'm hoping you can make more changes when it comes to the group stage proper, and we'll see how things go. But Richardson is in behind here for Derry City, and it's a good save from Ifanye, but Patching gets there. That's a shocking finish from Patching. That was a big chance that for Derry City, and you can pretty much tell that we're just looking to see this game out. We've not changed anything tactically, but the lads know what's at stake here. We just have to see the game out. Katsukunya into Rawdon, into Heaps, back to Katsukunya again. Now Moore plays it into Poku, has support, goes for glory, and it's just over the crossbar. He scored a brace, incidentally, against Glentoran, Kwame Poku. He has all of a sudden started to wake up a little bit after me calling him for the last few matches. So fair play to him. He's building his way into this side. So we're exactly where we want to be. We don't have to do anything special, like I said. We will make a couple of changes. Luke Grant can come on at right back. We'll get Alvarez on for Rawdon as well. There was no interest in him, so we've taken him back off the transfer list. Kwame Poku is going to come off for Marvin Taylor at half-time, and Riley Owen is coming off for Jamie Mullins. All four of them struggling for fitness. It makes sense to just keep that rotation. We're looking comfortable right now. And again, it gives some of our backup players an opportunity to play. When it comes to the main group stage, we will put our best team out probably, but I can't imagine us getting too many good results. There'll be one or two teams that we'll fancy our chances against, but again, it's not going to be too heavily relied upon, but anything in relation to money coming into the club will be greatly appreciated. A group stage in a European competition will certainly provide that. Last substitution to be made. Taylor's actually struggling for fitness after coming on. Um, we'll take, I mean, Walker and Oguru have both been poor today, but we'll take off Walker for Hudlin and just give him the last 20 minutes, and that should be that. So it's been a decent rotational day. And again, like I said, we didn't have to go all out today and get anything done. Celtic, incidentally, could be on the way out of the competition if BK Harkin can score again. It was very close in the first leg in that tie, and it's very close again in the second leg. Neveson here into Ogwuru. He just holds on to possession. He's struggling fitness-wise. He's had a poor game today as well. 6.2 rating he's had today. Very, very poor. And Katsukunya lays it out to Neveson. Has support ahead of him, couldn't find it, and Subvale into McMullen. Looking for Richardson, who's taken a nog, but Richardson gets the shot away and scores. It's a good goal for Derry City, and Howard Richardson with the goal, but it's very, very late on here. And it's a shame that we're going to end this game with a defeat, but we've been very much in control throughout the tie. We were the worst team today, and the lads probably took it a bit for granted, but we'll take it on the chin. We've done what we came here to do, and despite the fact that we didn't do very well in the second leg, we still finished the job. One or two poor performances, but again, we're not going to drill into anyone for that because at the end of the day, we have managed to get through. And I don't know if there's another playoff or anything like that to go on, but we've just received, there we go, we've qualified for the league phase, just short of £3 million we have received for that. And, oh, God. I fancy our chances maybe against Slovenian side Celje. CSKA Sofia, who beat us in the Champions League qualifiers, they are one of our opponents. Sporting Lisbon, Eintracht Frankfurt, AEK Athens, FC Basel, AS Roma, and Dynamo Zagreb. Yeah, this is it's going to be a horrible tournament for us, I think. If we can get anything out of any of these games, I'll be very pleased. Celje, I think we are capable of beating, but the rest of them, yeah, it's not going to be very promising, is it? But any chance we get, we will take the money and run. And I mean, like I say, from a financial perspective, the club is reshaped now, and we will once again ask to go professional because of where we're up to now at this football club. From a financial perspective, we are very, very strong. And the fact that we're in a main European competition, we should turn professional. But again, that is entirely up to the board. So going forward, unless anything changes in relation to jobs or whatever, we'll largely just concentrate, I would have thought, on the European campaign. We'll probably get a number of games done and dusted, but we have immediately got some Europa League qualifiers in there. So we'll come back for Lisbon and Frankfurt in the Europa League. And then we've got a one-off game against CSKA Sofia. And obviously, if there's anything that happens for cup finals or anything, we'll be back for those as well. So CSKA Sofia there, and then we've got AEK and Celje. We'll just focus on the Europa League and see how we get on. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.